Welcome to a new video of unboxing and figure review with me, the one sticker man. Okay, so for today we have another Mashle figure. I know, I've actually been doing a few Mashle figures now. Don't worry, Albedo is still number one, so Mashle's just just kind of filling in for a bit. But anyways, I mentioned how I had this figure of Lemon from Mashle, and I was waiting for the Mash figure, but I was basically waiting for Hot Topic to ship it out, and then I had to go pick it up at a Hot Topic, but I finally got it. And there you go. Now I have both of them. And they're both eating cream puffs. I know. I get it. I should have done my homework in the past when I did the very first Mash figure. I forgot what the cream puff was called. And yeah. Look guys, I don't script this, okay? Obviously, I this is just very raw, all right? So as I record, I'm coming up with these things in my head. So, if it's kind of dumb sometimes, it's because it's just how it's coming out of my head. So sometimes I forget things. Sorry. Maybe I should script it, but I like to do it live and direct. Okay, so anyways, Mash and Lemon. If you guys have seen, I guess you know what, spoiler alert, but if you guys have seen Mashle, you know that Lemon is like the self-proclaimed future wife of Mash, and Mash is like, huh? I mean, he doesn't care, or he doesn't, all he cares is about protein and working out, and of course cream puffs, which is what he's eating. So let's go ahead and open these two figures because they're very cool. To be honest, I wasn't gonna get the Lemon, okay? I wasn't. I just wanted Mash, but I figured, it's kind of like a set, so I guess might as well get it and display them together. But I really like this Mash, right? And I hope he looks really good out of the box. All the other Mashes that I did, some of them are cool, some of them are a little bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, so out of all the, I don't know, maybe it was like 6 or 7 Mashle figures that I've opened, maybe 2 or 3 are really were like, okay, yeah, these are really good. And I'm hoping this guy is really good too. Based from what I can see here, it's a nice one, but we'll see. Anyways, let's move on to Lemon. So let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do that, and that's. And it's funny, but it has a sticker that says "Sales outside Japan only." So, I mean, I'm assuming this figure came out in Japan at some point earlier than it did here. But I don't know why, for some reason, it says that. Or I guess it's just like a batch that gets sent here or outside of Japan to be sold. And this one specifically says that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, whatever. What? Look at that. Is there even anything in there? Okay. How small is this figure gonna be? Jesus, really small. Okay, it's look, here's the thing. I'm not gonna complain about the size of it because I know that this figure is obviously gonna be small, right? I don't expect this figure to be like huge. So I'll let it slide for this figure. Or these figures, because again, I know these are supposed to be smaller, so that's okay. As long as the quality is good and all that, I shouldn't have that many issues with this figure. And you know what? It looks cool. It looks nice. So that's Lemon there, eating the cream puff. Kind of weird that you can't see her hand, although it is there. It's just, you know, kind of hidden. But yeah, this figure looks nice. I mean, it's a little figure, right? Kind of cool. Let's put her on the base. Let me see how that looks all together. So that goes like that, and that's pretty much it. That's actually really cool. Again, I know this figure was gonna be small, so I'm not complaining. Although, look, I got these for retail, okay? And retail at Hot Topic with tax and everything came out about $32. So, yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, for 32 bucks, honestly, this one, I could have, I would say that, you know, maybe like 20 bucks for it would have been all right. Like, you know, these World Collectible ones. Oh, dude, come on, man. Okay, so these here, well, I don't know about this one, but I know that the One Piece ones that I've opened in the past, all the ones that I get when I get them retail, okay, when I get them retail, they're I think they're like about 12 bucks or something like that. They're not that expensive, to be honest, which is fine. You know, I expect them to be not as expensive because they're little minifigures. Obviously, resell for some of the ones that you can't really find, you know, they'll get up in price and maybe get them for 20 bucks or something like that. But yeah, given the size of this one, I would say that, hey, maybe 20 bucks for something like this is reasonable for retail. And then if you can find for cheaper, then, you know, cool. Why not? So having to pay 32 bucks for this is kind of like, yeah, that sucks. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. I've gotten other figures for a lot cheaper, so it kind of balances out, I guess you could put it that way. But outside of that, outside of my whole price rant for, you know, this figure, the quality is pretty good. Again, with these Mashle figures, it's kind of hard to really say like much about it because, you know, what they're wearing is pretty basic, right? It's like one simple color kind of thing. It only changes on like their hair and face and kind of stuff. The detail on the cream puff is not that crazy, to be honest, but it's not bad. It's still good. But yeah, I'm gonna put her here to the side for now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and slide Mash Burnedead. I'm trying to think if I should do an individual review, or not review, but rating for each one. No, you know what? I'll do a bundle. I'll rate them together. Okay, look, I was gonna say if they're a future couple, then, you know, makes sense to rate them together. But look, I've read, or I guess, spoiler alert, okay, I've read, I guess you can say I've read all of Mashle already, because technically the manga is done. It's still being serialized, so the English, you know, the English manga version isn't completed yet, but the manga itself, like in Japan, is complete. So I've read all of that, and, you know, I know what happens towards the end. I'm not gonna say more, but, you know, at least I can say that, you know, she won't be future wife, at least not in the story. Okay, let's just open this one up and let's get this mash out of here. And there he is. Look at that. Cream puff, Mashle Burnedead. Pretty cool. Again, nothing too crazy, right? His clothes is, again, one like color kind of thing. So, you know, there's really not much to look at as far as like, I don't know, like texturing and all that. Like it's just solid, right? His hand again, right there. But again, it's all right. It's still a nice figure. The only thing, it's like price is kind of like, you know. Unfortunately, both of these figures I couldn't get them with my friend who gets the stuff from Japan. So I had to buy these here in the States, and yeah, I had to buy them for retail. Both of these, okay? I got both of these for retail, and I paid $30 for each one. So technically this right here, these two little figures, that's $60 right here, okay? Yeah, I mean, for the price, I don't think $30 is a good price. Obviously, if you can get it for a lot cheaper, then I'd say, okay, you know what, go ahead and do it. The figure is great, okay, and that's my thing, right? That I really like Mashle Burnedead. I think these figures look funny. They look cool. So, you know, I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll spend the money on it. But, you know, for $30, you can get a much, like, you know, bigger figure that will have a lot more, you know. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on it, just because of the size of it. But again, I still like this figure. Okay, I still like these figures. I think they're still cool. As a matter of fact, I think I might just put this Mashle right here because I like that one better. Right? So, or maybe, I don't know. Hold up. I'm just trying to find the right way to display this so that they're... I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I do want to use this one instead of this little one. This little one's pretty cool. You know, he was on there for a few videos, but you know, dude, you're free to go, and maybe, you know, go pose at Lance, since Lance is like, you know, doing his whole thing. So, you know, I'll put them together on the side, and I'll have this match with the girls in the back. But anyways, enough of that. Let's just go with what I rate these guys. So Mashle and Lemon as a bundle, I'll give them a 4. Yeah, I'll give them a 4. I was gonna do 5, to be honest, but I have to be unbiased, I guess. Right? I have to be unbiased, which means that just because he's Mashle, I'm not gonna give him like a good rating. I mean, I really like the figure, okay? I really do. But the reason why I'm giving it a 4 is just because of the price, I guess, for what it is. Although I don't know if I should. No, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. It's a 4 because look, if retail places are selling it for this price, it's because, you know, that's what the price technically is, right? So, for Bandai to make these figures this big and still advertise them, you know, in a pretty, I'd say a pretty decent sized box, which, you know, sell for $30. Yeah, I can say that kind of sucks, to be honest. Again, if these were like $20, probably I'd say, okay, you know what, it's not that bad. But having to pay $30 for each one, you know, them being the size they are, that's my issue. I know, I've throughout this video I've been talking about it, so clearly you know that it's an issue with me, okay? But honestly, outside of that, the figure is great. I really like it. Although this, I don't like this whole like split head kind of thing, but they both look good. Lemon looks good, Mash looks good. Maybe just the color, like, let me actually show you. So if you look at the color of her and the color of him, it's kind of different. Like she's whiter and he's more like, I don't know, it kind of looks like if he's like sick a little bit. But anyways, okay, whatever. Figures are good, but pricing is horrible for what these are. I don't know. 20 bucks, guys, come on. They should have been 20 bucks. And then maybe I could have picked them up for 15, like if I get a deal or something, and that would be great. But 30 bucks for each one? It's too much. It's too much, okay? But okay, guys, I'm done. All right, enough for the rant. That's it, okay? I'll let it go. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.